Hey folks, all doing? Here we're done here with your Mundus Minute on December 2nd, 2022. ESO news, luxury merchant, and gold merchant stuff, all in a few minutes. First up in the news. Well, a lot of our headaches should be gone after next week's patch. It's rumored to be about 5 pages long and includes fixes for things like the blocking bug, which drops block after you dodge roll, which has definitely killed a lot of tanks, including me. The slash and counter logs crash, and the issue with certain leads not dropping after doing certain activities. So all that should be fixed after Monday. Also, a reminder as well, the holiday art contest is ending on Sunday, December 4th. So if you have any entries for that, make sure to get them in now before that Sunday hits. Otherwise, you can't get in. I'll link down below, but yeah, there's some interesting contests going on right now. Finally, the December Crowns Showcase is up, and finally, the 2-person mount should be releasing this month. So yeah, you'll be able to summon a mount that you can ride and take a friend for a ride as well. People have been looking forward to that one. Now, let's take a look at the luxury merchant and the golden merchant this week, shall we? Now, on the golden merchant this week, or sorry, luxury merchant first off, a bunch of crystals, sort of reminiscent of last week. I do remember that these large crystals are used in some mega builds, so you might want to pick some of these up. Blue flame braziers, geodes, a Khajiit path marker, lion, kind of an odd one to find in the rest of this group here. And then finally a soul gem, greater, which we had grand last week. So pick that up if you haven't already, if you want it, I guess. Now on the golden merchant this week, for 150k, prisoner's ring, which reduces your cost of sprinting by 50%, and while sprinting you also restore 1035 magicka every 1 second. I do see this used for people that are doing runner builds, especially for say a Sork, because you can sprint, get your magicka back, do a blink, sprint, get your magicka back, blink, back and forth there, and it makes for a pretty quick build. Do you want to get a gold version of this? Maybe if you're doing PvP and you're like scroll running or something like that, or you couldn't really blink with scroll running, but maybe PvP you'd want to have something like this just for like a mobility set. Vaness's ring with its 5-piece bonus. After completing a fully charged heavy attack, you gain major mending for 5 seconds, increasing your healing done by 60%. This increases this duration increases each rank of restoration staff passives and essence drain when using a restoration staff. Interesting set, not really used, not meta. I haven't seen this really be meta for PvP or PvE ever since Somerset came out, and you can get this in Somerset if you really want to get this set. Then for 250k, Flame Blossom's ring, which gives you, when you deal damage, you can summon a line of flames that moves forward for every 1 second, dealing damage for dealing 456 flame damage to any enemies hit in his path, and applying burning status effect on them. Effect can occur once every 10 seconds and scales off your weapon or spell damage. This damage isn't really that much, and burning should be a pretty easy status effect to apply. So I probably recommend it if you did want to complete this set. Probably just run Dreadhorn. Yeah, Bloodforge. Sorry, not Dreadhorn. Yeah. Then also for 250k, Hemjustice's ring, which comes out of Ruins of Mazaton. As 5-piece bonus, when you're in 28 meters of an enemy you're in combat with and the enemy dies, you gain Major Berserk for 10 seconds, increasing your damage done by 10%. Not a great set in my opinion. There's other sources of Major Berserk that's easier to get and easier to trigger, but I have seen people that use this set for Vicious Death builds. Basically, first person gets Vicious Death, then triggers Berserk and 10% more vicious death damage to every other enemy. Somebody else dies in that group, triggers again. You just keep on going on and on with it. But again, there's much easier ways to get Major Berserk if you really want it. Now for 100k, you can also get Maul the Infernal's Arm Cops, which is kind of a meta set, and Valdris Epaulets, which are kind of, yeah, I think PvP I see a bit of this here. If you don't have these sets and you want to save the keys, maybe pick them up. Anyway, I'm here, I'm done. That's the Mundus Minute. See y'all in Tamriel. Reminder again, I'm on the Twitters, the YouTubes, and Twitch at Hero of None. Give me a follow if you haven't already. Later.